Hello everyone and welcome to another Super Science video with the Massillon Regional Library. I'm Miss Stephanie, one of the librarians here in the Youth Services Department, and today we're going to be doing an experiment on optical illusions, which are images or pictures that play tricks on your eyes and your brain. And the optical illusion we're going to do today is making that you see that this spinner has black and white in it. Well, we're going to trick our eyes into seeing color. And for that, you're just going to need a few simple things around your house. The first, you're going to need a ruler. A glue stick, or Elmer's glue works too if you don't have it. You'll need a penny, but if you can't find a penny around your place, a round button is a great substitute. A black marker, an old CD or something round about this width of an old CD, a little bit of duct tape, a white piece of paper, this is construction paper, and then a thin piece of cardboard. I got this out of a package, but I also found that a cereal box works well too. And finally, you'll need a pair of adult scissors, so make sure you have your adult on hand when you do this. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, let's get started with the experiment. So I've got my CD in the middle of the paper. We're going to trace two circles, one on the white paper and one on the cardboard. So let me get the black marker open. I'm going to trace a circle here. Let me move this over, and we're going to trace the circle in here. Okay, so let's cut out both of the circles real quick. And then we're going to make a design on the white one, and this is going to help us set up our optical illusion because black is actually the absence of color, while white has all the colors in it. So while the spinner may seem like it's just black and white when you spin it, and it's going to be black and white before and after you spin it, you're still going to be able to see some colors, which will change between person to person. So I'll tell you, when I spin it, I'll tell you what I see, but you may see something a bit different than me. So, all right. So let me cut out the other circle real quick. All right, almost there. And then we're going to draw the pattern onto our white circle. Okay, great. So we'll set these aside. And then we're going to get our ruler out. And we're going to do, in halfway of the circle, let me move these aside. We're going to draw a line straight down the middle, like this. Okay. One side is going to be completely black. We'll make this side the completely black one. And just try to cover as much space as you can. If there's like a little speck of white or two poking out, that's fine, but try to make this a solid black. So I'm getting on this end. I'm getting over here. All right. Okay, so we have a solid black side on one half. The other side, you just make some round marks kind of like this. This should be a good amount. Okay, so we've got our setup. Now, the next thing we do is glue these two circles together. So, put some glue on here. All right, stick it on top. Press down, and we're just going to let it dry for 5 minutes. That way we can just make sure the piece of paper is not going to fall off the cardboard circle. So we'll be right back. Alright, so we're going to go to the second part of our experiment now. So we have our circle. I used a black marker to color this half a bit more to make sure that it showed up better. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a mark in the middle. And this is 5 inches long. So I'm going to make a mark at about the 2.5 inches to make a slit with my adult scissors. So I highly recommend that you have an adult help you with this. So I'm going to just like make a teeny tiny slit. You don't want it too big. You don't want it more than 3/4 of an inch. And if you need some help, definitely ask for. There we go. We got a nice hole here. And let me see if my penny fits. And like I said, if you don't have a penny, a button works well too. Great, it's there. And to make sure it stays there nice and snug, we're going to put some duct tape on it. Just make sure not to cover the bottom of it, but like kind of do it so it's attached to a little bit of the penny and then also to the disc. And then we'll do that on the other side as well. Yep, as long as you have that round edge on your penny or button, then it should turn out good. So let's do it. Now, as I said earlier, black is the absence of color or a frequency of light that's seen at a different hue. While white is the frequency of all colors. And so when we're going to spin our spinner, it's going to trick our brains into seeing different colors because of the two opposites, black and white, mixing together. And everyone's going to see different colors, and some people might not see it all because they may be colorblind. But I'm going to just go ahead and spin it, and I'm just going to tell you what I see. And when you're watching this, you can see what you see. So you're going to take it with your fingers. You're going to twist your wrist, and oh, I am seeing some pinks and some green, a little bit of green there. Whoa, that was cool. All right, so let's do it again. I'm going to try to do it as fast as I can now. Whoops, it flew off the table. Let's try again. Yes, I've seen those same colors as well, although that wasn't quite as a good spin as the other time. One more spin. There we go. Yes, those are the colors I'm seeing on those right now. So the black marks, I'm seeing a little bit of green and pink. So you can experiment. You can actually make some different designs too. I'm going to just show you really quick 2 more optical illusions you can do that'll trick your brain into seeing different colors. So we got a swirl. I don't have the penny in it, but that's the design I made. And also this one that has different colors, but when you do it, the colors mix together. So have fun making your spinner. Alright, well I hope you really enjoyed doing that magic color spinner experiment, and I also have some books that I found as I was researching for this video. And the first is actually the book where I got this experiment from. It's called Cool Optical Illusions, and it's a fun book full of fun experiments about different types of optical illusions if you want to learn more about the topic. And I thought it had great explanations in it, and you don't need too many items to do the experiments in this book. And so let me just show you, I think my other favorite experiment in here. It is this one, which is called Drawing Impossible Objects, which is called Paradox Illusions. And then you just need a pencil, eraser, and some paper to do it. So I would just recommend this book if you're interested in learning more about optical illusions. Now my other book is called Vivid, Poems and Notes About Color, and I thought this was a very interesting book of poems about colors. And you can learn some facts about each basic color, and for example, I learned that violet or purple is the color of which that has the shortest wavelength of light, and also in ancient Phoenicia, thousands of years ago, they used the dye of thousands and thousands of sea snails to make purple dye, but fortunately we don't have to do that today. And while purple is my favorite color, I will just share with you the poem for orange, which I thought was very funny. So let me get there. Here we go. As you can tell, the illustrations to this book are great as well. So, orange. Orange, you sweet. Orange, you plump and juicy. Orange, you my favorite fruit. Oh, hey, you're a tangerine. Blimey. All right, so if you just want to learn about our color and learn some fun facts and see some cool illustrations along the way, I highly recommend this book. Well, thank you for joining me for this month's Super Science experiment. I look forward to sharing more with you soon. Have a good day. Bye.